Before this video begins, I have some pretty important announcements to make. The biggest announcement I have to make today is pretty unfortunate, but I feel like it's important for you guys to know. So, during the filming of this video, Lily and I got some news that has caused our housing situation to change, and to be honest, we're not in a great situation at the moment. Due to the news that we received about our housing situation, we're not able to participate in Extra Life this year like we have since 2021. And if you don't know what Extra Life is, it'll be explained later on in this video, so feel free to keep watching. If you want all the details, you can check out my socials for the whole explanation, but long story short, we have to find a new place to live by the end of the year, and there's even a chance that I have to move back to the Midwest due to how expensive it is to live in the area that we live in. That being said, this might be my last video for the year, it might not be, but regardless, I will be trying my best to come back to the channel when we're in a more stable housing environment. I don't like to bring negativity to this channel, but I have to admit, right now really sucks. And this has been a very difficult year for me for a lot of reasons. The housing situation is pretty scary on top of a bunch of other things, and the last thing I want to do is leave everything I know behind. I've thought about setting up a GoFundMe or something, but there's a large part of me that doesn't feel good about doing that because it makes me feel selfish, and I like to work for the things that I get, so I don't know if I actually will or not. On the flip side, this channel has given me a chance to get away from everything that is happening right now, and it's given me an outlet that allows me to explore my creative side again, so I'm really thankful for that. The second announcement that I have is I will be returning to Twitch in October to resume my career as a streamer, and this comes not only after I decided to take a much needed hiatus in June, but also because of the housing situation. I feel it might be able to assist Lily and I in raising money to be able to move. So if you want to pop on by and help us out that way by subscribing or spreading the word, that would be awesome. More information on what specific day I'm returning to Twitch will be posted later on in September, so check out my socials for that information. During that time, I will be debuting a new PNG model I've been working really hard on, and to celebrate my return to Twitch, you guys did have the opportunity to vote for a new mascot over on Instagram and the Discord server. To my surprise, the Hell Chicken won, so I'll probably be working on the new mascot during streams since I thought you'd like to see that process. With all the news I've given you guys now, I'd like to point out that there are several pieces of information now through the whole beginning of this video that are now inaccurate. So when those do pop up, I'll be sure to give the correct information through text, so please keep an eye out for that. Thank you guys so much for all your support so far, and with that being said, let's get into today's video. This is going to be a little bit of a different video, and not only is it going to be different, it's gonna be quite a difficult challenge. If you don't know by now, I've streamed on Twitch since 2020, and as of 2021, I've participated in an event called Game Day that is hosted by a charity called Extra Life for Kids. And during Game Day, content creators, streamers, and gamers as a whole come together for 24 hours to help raise money for the Children's Miracle Network to support children's hospitals all over the nation. Since my Extra Life journey began, I have raised over $500 with my friends for my local children's hospital. And last year, my co-host and friend Lily and I decided we wanted something a little bit more special. We wanted to make friendship bracelets for the kids at our local children's hospital. So during Game Day last year, we did indeed make bracelets, but there was a small problem. We had to make over 400 bracelets to make sure each bed in the building was able to have a bracelet. Due to all the activities we had planned during the 24 hours, we knew we wouldn't be able to make that many bracelets in such a short amount of time. So the plan was to continue making them after Game Day so we could take them to the hospital as quick as possible. I ended up streaming bracelet making every now and then after Game Day, and I was actually able to get a decent amount done every stream. Though, after a while, I decided to get back into gaming and wanted to start making bracelets off stream so I could do other things in the background like watch a show or a video. And then obviously life happened and the bracelets were largely forgotten about. So now it's August and I really want to finish these bracelets. One, because I feel guilty for waiting so long to finish them, and two, I feel like the wonderful people who work with Extra Life are counting on me to do so. Plus, I want to be able to give these kids some joy if I can manage to do that. So the goal is to finish at least 400 bracelets by the end of August. I have a trip in September, and before that trip I want to try to prep a video so you guys have a video in September, this would take away from time I could be utilizing to make bracelets. Another time constraint is when I come back from my trip in September, I am returning to Twitch in October, so I have to do a last minute prep for that as well. While I could do more bracelet streams during that time, I really don't want to have to spend any more time dragging this bracelet making out. Extra Life's game day event is November 8th this year, and I don't plan on continuing making these bracelets during that time. Like I said, this is a project that I want to get done as soon as possible, seeing as it was supposed to get done by the beginning of the year this year, so the less time I have to focus on it, the more time I have to focus on prepping, not only for my return to Twitch, but also for game day. While this is happening, I'm also still trying to find a job I can do as a disabled person, and I'm working on my comic as well, so those two things also restrict the time I can work on this. Another situation this brings up is the amount of supplies I have to make bracelets. While recently I did buy a bag to continue this project, I worry that the amount I have still isn't enough to get the job done. And that leads us to the next issue of the expense of this project. I am a little tight on money right now, and that makes me worried that I won't be able to finish this project by the end of August. That being said, I do have a little bit of wiggle room, so if I can find a cheaper and bigger supply of beads than what I paid for, then I'll be okay. The good news is that the majority of the supplies that were bought initially are either non-perishable or are going to last me a very long time, so the biggest ones I need to worry about are the beads and the string. I don't think this is going to be impossible, but as I've said before, I do think it's going to be extremely challenging. There isn't actually much I have to say other than that, other than I'm really excited to see how long this takes me and how far I can get along with it. With that being said, let's hop on over to the hand cam. I was originally going to start filming this video on August 1st, and it's now August 12th. So needless to say, I'm a little bit behind schedule. I wanted to get a better angle for this video, but unfortunately I don't really have the funds to make the decision on getting an overhead camera and a new arm for that camera. So for now, we just have to deal with this awkward angle. Hopefully in the future I'm able to afford one and I can make more videos with the hand cam in the future, so it's, you know, not it's such a weird angle. If you see a little fur gremlin trying to get in the way of whatever's happening in this video, that's Moose, and he's trying to be a menace to society at all times. Admittedly, there probably won't be too much talking while I'm making bracelets, so I'm probably going to be watching a show or talking to friends on Discord. So it'll probably be sped up over the course of however long this is going to take me to finish this project, and I imagine it's going to be like a couple weeks or so. So enjoy that. I feel like I should stop yapping since it's already 6:11 p.m. and I still haven't started. I hope you guys enjoy the process of this video and wish me luck. Let's get started. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take all the bracelets out that have already been made, and I'm going to count them just to make sure, you know, we aren't undercounting. So I just basically want to make sure that I know how many bracelets we have already. You can see Moose's nose. Hi, buddy. So it looks like we're in a pretty good spot. Looks like we have 98 bracelets that have already been made, which means we only have to make 302 bracelets? Not as bad as I was thinking. I thought we were at like 80, 88 from the last time I decided to make bracelets. We're gonna get the show on the road. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some show or a video and post edit me. We're going to speed this up. Alright, so it is August 18th of 2025. It's been a few days since I've made any bracelets, and the reason for that is because the day that I had to make 33 bracelets, I made significantly more than that. I made double of what I was supposed to make. I made around 60 bracelets. And as you can maybe kind of tell, I rearranged my whole room, so that's what I did today. And since I've been able to sit down and settle down after a long day of rearranging and doing other things, I'm really happy to say that we're at 194 bracelets, which is way over what I expected at this point. So what I'm going to do is, it is currently 1 in the morning. Crazy, I know, I never sleep. But I'm going to go ahead and make some bracelets tonight. I probably won't make too many tonight, but we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and put something on in the background for me to watch, and we're just going to get right into it, I guess. Also, if you're wondering about what the hell I'm wearing, I am wearing a shark blanket that I got from Lily this past Christmas, and I'm wearing it because I'm cold. So that's why I'm wearing this. Anyway, let's get into the bracelet making, and I guess I will catch you in the next update. Okay, well, it is 4 a.m. now, and I have run into the situation that I was really worried about, and that was running out of materials to make bracelets. I did manage to make 30 bracelets while I was sitting here, so I am up to 224 bracelets as of the 18th of August. However, I am in need of thread and string because I just ran out. I cut up the rest of the thread that is only going to be able to make around 35 more bracelets. And this bag that I just bought is basically almost empty. So I'm really hoping that I can get these materials within the next couple days so I can keep up the momentum of making bracelets and finish them before the end of the month. I feel like we're going to be cutting it close. I'm going to be completely real. But I am going to try my best here to chug along, and fingers crossed that we're able to reach our goal. I guess for now, the best thing I can do is I can use these glow-in-the-dark beads that I have. I also have some stars that I could use. Just some other beads that I could use until I can get more regular beads like this. So maybe that's something I will do, and if not, well, I hope in the next couple days that I can get enough beads to finish this project out. So, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Today is August 20th of 2025, and as of the 18th, we made 224 bracelets, as per my last update. The good news is that I was able to get more materials, so I got 2 bags worth of beads, and double the thread that I had, so we should be good. If I have to get another bag of beads, it's not too big of a deal. We're good to go. I'm ready to get back into it, and I'll see you in the next update, I guess. Okay, y'all. It is August 27th. I believe today is the last day that we are going to be making bracelets. I think we're finishing this project up. I believe I did miscount at some point in the week, and I'm not completely sure where. I was trying to figure out how many more bracelets I needed to make, and I kept getting different answers according to pieces of paper that I wrote on through this whole project. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to count all of these bracelets right here and make sure, I have the correct amount of bracelets I have to make, and then we're going to go ahead and make those and finish up this project. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of skip through this, do a little time lapse, all that, the usual. So I guess I will be back with a update. Alrighty, y'all, I am back. I had to switch from the shark blanket to a robe because it was a little bit too hot. But I went ahead and counted all these bracelets that we had. I got a total of 372 so far. So that means we only have 28 bracelets to make, which means this project is finishing up tonight. I'm very, very, very happy about that. I'm very pleased. I'm very excited to get these over to the children. And while my goal for this was to make 400 bracelets for the hospital, I might make more after this video is out, but ultimately, like I said, my goal with this was to make 400 bracelets by the end of the month. And as I predicted, we are cutting it close, but everybody, we're gonna get this done today. We're gonna go ahead and do the usual. I'm gonna go ahead and time-lapse all of this, get everything ready, start making bracelets, and I will see you guys in the next update. After finishing the last set of bracelets on August 28th, I'm happy to say that this project is officially completed. I'll be reaching out to the corporate development officer over at my local children's hospital to set up a time to drop these bracelets off, but until then, I'd like to thank you guys so much for all of your support. This video took so long to film, but I'm so happy I was able to, despite what life has to throw at me at the moment. If you guys like this video, feel free to click that like button and subscribe. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!